Welcome back. I'm Adam Deal. This is Soccer Talk with a Soul, and joining me now is David Sullivan, head coach of St. Pius High School. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just finished up the season with the Soul. We're now doing some preseason stuff, so we're excited. Tryouts are the second week of August, and ready to get the season underway. This season, our program will be traveling to Santa Rosa, California to play 2 nationally ranked teams, so hopefully we can put New Mexico on the map.
Dude, we got a lot to talk about. That is awesome. So we're going to talk in the community here with presented by Clark's Pet Supply. So let's start with that. I mean, St. Pius, you guys are defending state champs, and now you get to get your preseason kicked off the right way here.
Yeah, this year is going to be a big year for us. Expectations are very high. We're going for our 4th title in a row. This senior class that we have is very strong. So we really need to set the tone for the years moving forward. What's going to be tough is all the pressure is going to be on us, targets on our back.
It's always on St. Pius's back, though, right?
No,
you
it
guys
is.
are always
but
the
we're ready.
guys.
We have some injuries that are coming forward, and really for us, what we're looking to do is, like I said, go out to California. We're about to play a team that was #1 in the nation for 3 years straight. They lost their first game in 4 years last year, so they've dropped to number 11, and that's going to be over Labor Day weekend. And then the other team we'll play is from Strongsville, Ohio. They're flying into Santa Rosa. So
you've got it going on.
Yeah, trying to just kind of see where we're at. It's a measuring stick for us. I told our girls, whether we win or lose or regardless of the score, it's good for us to go out and see what else is out beyond our borders.
Again, David Sullivan, we are talking in the community and things that are going on. One of the biggest changes is the state tournament. This segment all presented by Clark's Pet Supply. Listen, this is exciting news, I think, for any soccer fan, right? Because the state tournament was at APS Soccer Complex, and the NMAA finally has now decided to bring it back to its homeland, to Bernalillo, which you and I know that's kind of where it should be. APS, I think, does a wonderful job with everything that they do. We just know that this was a tough field to play on, especially that time of the year. And best soccer needs to be played on the best pitch. And
Right,
I think it dumbed down the game, this field at APS Complex. And I feel that it was worse for some of our star players to be seen by recruits because the game's a little bit more sloppy. And now it's all changed, right? So talk about that. I think it's a big deal.
So first, kudos to the NMAA, Sally Marquez, and most importantly, Joe Butler. Joe came in a few years ago, and he's been very, very good at listening to what the coaches have to say. Soccer is called the beautiful game, and when you're on those turf fields out there, the ball just bounces. Something that I've noticed since the games have been moved to APS is it took away the advantage that the better teams naturally should have.
I agree.
Never had we had a 1 seed.
It would make the game more sloppy, and that bodes well for a less skilled team.
Never have we had a 1 seed lose to a 12 seed.
Yeah.
And that year, the St. Pius boys, the first year that it was there, lost to the 1 seed, lost to a 12 seed. So again, the natural advantage that you have by having technical players, it's taken away because that ball just bounces and it rolls really fast. Obviously, we deal with wind, and the ball won't stand still on that. I'm very excited to be back at Santa Ana. I know that the NMAA is having to adjust some costs, but at the end of the day, it's what's best for the game and what's best for the kids. I think the next step that we have to make as a soccer community is splitting up the state tournament. 3 games in 3 days for players is absolutely ridiculous.
It's a little bit different, I think, than other sports, right? I mean,
right.
Because obviously the amount of condition that you have to be in to play 3 games in 3 days is very difficult.
Exactly. And for us, the last 3 years, I would say that in the championship game, I've used 1 to 2 subs maybe. I let my best 11 players, I give them that opportunity. And again, just the idea of periodization and giving the right rest for athletes, I think we need to look at that next, but can't make huge changes right away. We got to take it 1 step at a time.
Talk all day about this. We appreciate you. David Sullivan, head coach of St. Pius High School.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for all the guests. Really appreciate it. Join us next time we will have a lot more for you, and then maybe even Ron Patel could even make an appearance on the show, the president of the Albuquerque Soul, right? So appreciate it. The guys in the back, I'm Adam Deal saying so long. You've been watching Soccer Talk with the Soul.